with the questions they can ask. The other no questions, then they can continue. Today task, the first question is, what are the different characteristics of value-based leadership? No questions, then they can continue.
Good evening, ma'am.
Today, it's echoing to me. Somebody.
Yes. Good evening, Malika. Shabana is going to be MC today, so Shabana will be getting the volunteer marks. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. Yes, Dr. Ram, please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, today task, the topic is value-based leadership. So I have raised a few questions because we wanted to get the answers from different way of people, because they approach the questions in different way. Their understanding may be different from others. So I just want
So it's not audible. Your mic is mute, sir.
oh, sorry, I can't see. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it audible or I have to raise?
It's audible, sir.
Very good. So today the task we have, the topic is value-based leadership. When you are approaching for leadership or wanted to become a leader, the values are very important. When you construct your leadership by the way of value-based kind of leadership, it will give more respect as well as reward to you. Today I have asked several questions to reveal and reflect about your understanding or about your adaptive performance. That values are very important. So the question number one is, what are the different characteristics of value-based leadership? Second question is, why is value-based leadership is more important? Third question is, how do you practice the value-based leadership for yourself? The fourth question is, define value-based leadership with your role model of a leader. You can choose any one role model who are any kind of leader, business leader, social leader, any freedom fighting leaders, any kind of leader you can take, and why you wanted to choose them as a role model, because any value you wanted to follow or you wanted to learn from them to adapt for your leadership roles. So these are all the four questions. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can start to reflect one by one. Finally, I can conclude my points, or I can able to suggest what kind of way you have to approach these questions. Over to Shabana.
Yeah. Ms. Dhanalakshmi, you can start, no? Sir has asked some questions to you, so you can start answering.
Good evening, sir. Ram, sir, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Happy evening to you, sir.
Thank you. Wish you the same.
Thank you, sir. Actually, just I am going through. If you give me a chance, little while, I can talk. If anyone is ready, you can come forward, or I will start talking. No problem. It's a value-based leadership only. Every day we are a role model to someone. A leader should be a role model for someone who should reflect themselves. What are the best quality within us should reflect, and it has to be for the goodwill of others, we can say. Always there should be balance between leadership, and we are having so many roles in our day-to-day life, right? So I think the balance of a leader should be very, very important. What I mean to say here, a balance will reflect the way of life, how we are taking up. And true leaders should be always having a courage, self-determination to do something for betterment for the people, for the society basically. or where we are taken up our own reflection, like whatever the work we will do. With self-confidence, courage, and motivation, we should have to approach any work for the betterment of the society. Always, I think, sir, truth is required for every walk of our life. If you are not truthful, you cannot face anyone. I can say this will be 100% true. When we are talking the truth, we can stand for anywhere. We can stand anywhere.
Mhm.
We need not to afraid for anything. That is what I feel, sir. So leadership quality should be an inbuilt quality of each and every individual. So they should have to approach in such a manner to succeed and to serve the society for the betterment. You can say that. Next question is, why is value-based leadership important? Value-based, without value, there is nothing can be possible, sir. Being a role model, leader should be a role model to others. So they should carry a value with them. That is why we are here today with your class. Because we want to know how important the leadership quality is. So that's why we are here with you all. And value should be there because we all are motivated to do something for the people and the betterment. And what best we can do, what we are having, and what best we can do for the people or the society or the place where we are working. It may be for the student welfare also. Uh, in what way we are the role model, we have to reflect themselves. As a teacher, as an administrator, I can say I am a role model to my teachers. How punctual they should be, how regular they should be, whatever the work they do, it should be the best of themselves. Nobody should point out this is a mistake you are doing. So in that way, they are standing. I'm standing myself as a role model to my teachers who follow my orders and who are doing the betterment for the student. As you told me in the introduction, you want to reflect yourself. You have to say in which way you are a role model to, or which way you carry yourself for the leadership. So I can take this as the thing, sir. And the third one is, how do you practice value-based leadership? Sir, it is really very difficult. We are trying with the help of Alima ma'am. Ma'am was giving us different tasks and making us to involve in that. Sometimes we are not involving also. Some of the tasks ma'am says, you have to be like this. Kindly post your work, what you do like that. The essay task actually. We are trying to mold ourselves. Some or other way we are also lacking. So we have to overcome that, and definitely we'll be fulfilling all the mentors. You people are mentors to us. We definitely will reflect to be the role model, to be a value-based leader. So we are following it. I don't know how far I am successful. Definitely, I am learning it. Every day is a learning day for me. I'm learning it, and definitely I'll fulfill it. I think by carrying on the regularity, by doing all the things, definitely I think the value-based leadership I can practice well. Slowly, I'm doing it, sir. I don't know how much percentage I am fulfilling, but some way or other I'm doing it. Define value-based leadership with the role model of the leader. It is a great thing. As I have told you, my role model is Abdul Kalam, sir. I like Abdul Kalam, sir, very, very much. When I was saying Abdul Kalam, sir, I was really, it was a fantastic feeling. Born in a poor family, started to, because the role model should be the reflection of myself, and their background will also reflect me. So how hardworking. some or other time, he was positive attitude, and the teachers, mentors molded Abdul Kalam very nicely. So I am also speaking to you. I am the reflection of my own teacher, mentors, and the mentors, you people all are there, sir, in that. So I'll take Abdul Kalam sir as the role model, because in the life there are so many failures were there in Abdul Kalam life, but he was overcome all those things. So I feel my role model is Abdul Kalam sir. But in depth, how Abdul Kalam sir has achieved the goal, I think in one day I will also definitely achieve my goal. I believe in that. I was self-motivated and courageous to face the challenges of the future and the present, and as well as also future. So with this, I want to conclude myself about, if I have prepared well, I might have talked much more better. Due to a lot of work, I'm unable to prepare nicely. But whatever I feel like from my inner thought, I have expressed everything. So to be a leader must be more courageous, more self-motivated, and motivate all our teammates also to follow us. That is what I feel, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. You have elaborated in many ways. As a senior person, you have some experience, as well as the way you expressed is really, it is a separate path like that. So the students and other colleagues also, they can able to understand better. That is the way the questions, maybe I can elaborate, that is different, but yourself, you process yourself and you reflect on your theme. That is very important. You have done very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for your motivation, sir. Definitely next time I'll do much more better, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. It's all learning and improving, no problem. You have done well as per your capacity, no problem. Shabna, we will go for the next.
Thank you, Ms. Dhanalakshmi. Now next is Miss Malika.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Malika.
Good evening.
Actually, sir, I have not prepared so much because the whole day I was traveling here and there. I went to my university for some paper collection. So what I read about these things, I will summarize. What is the first question? What are the different characteristics of value-based leadership? The characteristics of value-based leadership are self-reflection, balance, true self-confidence, and genuine humanity. Many things like that. Self-reflection, like as a value-based leader, I will speak about school leaders because I'm working in a school. So school leaders know where they stand for, what matters most for them. Like we can say they are the ones being held accountable. Self-reflection can be difficult sometimes as it involves looking at our choices, our behaviors, our attitudes, feelings, asking ourselves some problem questions, that we need to make more conscious choices. Balance, as a school leader, I can say school leaders understand the need to see many sides and multiple perspectives. Balance means not just being aware of the different perspective, but being willing to truly seek to understand these perspectives. Like some can be weak, some can be more strong, some can be open-minded, some can't be open-minded. True self-confidence, the leader with this value should be enough honest understanding of oneself should be in him or her. It's the value, it's where the value-based leader is able to honestly accept their strengths and their weaknesses also. Be willing to develop the areas of self-improvement. Like he or she should not be like that I'm perfect and I'm always perfect. He or she should know where he or she is weak. The school leader will accept and embrace the gifts and strengths of others also, like what others are gifted with, what better they can do. Then genuine humility, I can say the values based leader remembers the strengths and the struggles on the roads to the leadership, which helps them to keep a perspective on the struggles others might be facing. Like, I should be knowing what others are facing right now. How can I help them to come out of that? They use their learning as a basis for evolving and respecting the journey of others. I should be respecting each and everyone in the same journey. I should not be like, they're not doing anything, I am doing each and everything. So then second question, sorry, my phone got locked. Second question is, what is value based leadership? Value based leadership,
Why
I
is
can
value-based leadership is important?
important. Yes, sir. Sorry. So I can say leadership values are important because they help you determine how you want to achieve your goals and what type of leader you want to be with your team. Your core leadership values play an important role in guiding how you make decisions and what actions you are taking on daily basis. Like, your actions should be like that. They shouldn't hurt anyone. They should be balanced, as I said. Sir, our values drive how we show up in the world as ourselves, what we are. When we embrace our values, we are communicating, this is who I am, this is what I represent. Value based leadership is therefore critical for school leaders, particularly who are shaping and cultivating the school ethos for staff, for peoples, their families, and other supporting staff. So, how do you practice value based leadership? Is like, we should create a friendly and inclusive work environment, always bring out the best of others, practice selfless leadership, that is putting others' needs ahead of ours, demonstrate accountability. What else we can do? So these things we can do. uh, uh, Focusing on career of professional development of others, like having fun, lightening things a bit, or celebrating success of others, doing our best work with peace of mind, and we are spending more time with each other, like in schools, in other places, being their leaders. So we should be in a comfortable environment with them, because we are spending more time than our families with them. Then is a define value based leadership with your role model of a leader. As I have earlier said, that my role model is Miss Halima ma'am. And why I am choosing Miss Halima ma'am? Because Halima ma'am is having the integrity in herself, the honesty, transparency, compassion, and she is building an open learning culture for everyone. That is why I want to become like her. I'm somehow feeling these kind of values are inside me also. So it seems like she's me and I am her. It seems like we are xerox of each other from inside, inner self. We have a same inner self. Thank you so much, sir. That is what I can say about these questions. Hope I have answered them. If not, then I would like to learn more.
No, it is not right or wrong. It is the sharing session. So we have received certain question, but we wanted to reflect on our own way, because everybody has their life is very unique. It is not same like the uniform here in the school. So at home, the place where they are living, or where they are exposing, where they are having the relationship with the friends, family, or society, many things are rolling with that. So the understanding is better for everyone to learn and explore here. So you have done your role very correctly, no problem. Thank you for sharing this knowledge.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We can go for the
much.
next person.
Yeah. Next is Miss Rizwana. Miss Rizwana, can you unmute and
Ma'am, can you give me 5 minutes, please?
okay, no problem.
Next,
Mr. Niyaz. Okay, Mr. Niyaz Ali. Mr. Niyaz Ali, kindly unmute and speak on.
1 minute, ma'am.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening to all.
Okay, good evening.
First of all,
Why
Hi,
don't
and
you
how are you?
all make your video visible? Because the YouTube only picture can show once your video is on. Otherwise, it would be very blank.
First of all, how are you? And valuable leadership. Today, I improve first one. Uh, Take the strategies. All leaderships and all uh, achieve our goals and anything in take the all strategies and planning is most important. Our dreams and goals achieve our aim always, and then encourage our ownership and assigns responsibilities, encourage in collaborations. Vision is most important. Our dream, vision is very important of our leadership quality, and encourage collaborations and drive and changes our new changes. Old changes is comfort and converted the new changes of our lives is most important of the leadership. So importance, the value you display and the as a leaders. So your heart and your mind in thoughts always your leader in and changes of our mind. Always I am the leader. I am always leader. So you change your goals and dreams and all thoughts of every day. I am a leader. I am a leader. So you call for me. You call our heart. So always you repeatedly changes and our repeatedly call our heart and call our uh, call our heart and mindsets. Always you improve our skills and always you regularly I am leader. So it's confident one day I am achieve my goal. So you have improve our skills is very important of our valuable leadership. And I will permanent your entire organization and affect its performance of leadership to other, and their value earn respect as the commitment from their team's value and drive. Leadership can inspire their not just to follow them but aspect those value their own leadership. So uh, and next one is focus your goal. Every day you focus on one step. One day achieve my goal in our memory, but you have regularly prepared that your improvements and regularly prepared our encourage our self motivation is most important of our leadership quality improvement. And my role model, um, one of the Ram sir. So I'm very like that person, Dr. Ram sir. So very kindly person, and so I'm very like that person. So my role model of Ram sir, and I like Abdul Kalam sir. So are also very kindly person. So because Abdul Kalam sir, I'm like it. Our our Rameshwaram, our birth is Rameshwaram, but our death is Rashtrapati Bhavan. So our Rashtrapati Bhavan. So our vision is very big, very focus on our goal. So I like that. Ram sir also. Our birth is Tamil Nadu. Our duties, our works, and our improvements also in Singapore, and our knowledge is very. I am like every day. So Ram sir is I am very inspired for me, and every day one of the friend, one of the partner, one of the my family member of Ram sir. So I like like you sir, and motivational for me. So thank you so much. Uh,
So next time I have to mention, don't mention the people in this particular group. Thank you, Nias. It's
Thank you, sir.
really
Thank you.
heart-touching. Because it is not the way we have to make the people to embrace. Because if you coin me and the Malik coined Halima, then everybody will fight for that. Why should I don't miss it. I don't want to tell any name from the group or something. But really, it is inspiring. Who are I already mentioned, who may be the leader either in the society, who may be the leader in any particular domain of the expertise in business or political side or any kind of revolutionary kind of part, freedom fighting or the equality. Many ways we can able to understand as a leader who evolved and have created the values for the people. That is more important. Really wonderful to hear from you. So it is also a practice how to improve you learn and improve yourself. It is a courage action. You are welcome to share your feelings, whether it is right or wrong. First, you have to make yourself very bold.
Thank you, sir.
That is very important. Thank you. Earlier you hide and seek like that, but now you are coming into the picture. It will improve your learning and the strategy what you mentioned already. It will give you the goal and to focus for achieving the great success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Shabna madam, next.
Yeah. Thank you. Now next is Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy, kindly unmute yourself. Miss Daisy, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. You're not ready? Okay. I'll
Yes,
go
ma'am,
with,
I'm ready.
you are ready? Okay, fine, you can
Yes,
speak.
ma'am. Good evening. Today's task is given by Ram sir, that is value-based leader. I have noted some of the points about it. Value-based leaders know when to lead, when to follow, and when to set the direction and get out of the way and more effective at decision making. Value-based leaders have the ability to look at situations from different viewpoints and integrate diversity of thought from the team while leveraging the core values in all decision making and understand the values of each team members. The first question is characteristics of value-based. Here, there are I know some of the value-based leadership characteristics. There are self-reflection, balance, self-confidence, and genuine humility. And then coming to the second question, it is important to prove myself is fit to do for both performance and conduct. And I follow leader as coach to achieve better from there. And I'm practicing to help others reach others' personal best.
Can you open your video because the YouTube recording may not show any. Only the video can go on. Yeah.
And practicing to help others reach their personal. People should seek me out for help, a mentor and leader. Also, I want to focus on my career and professional development. And fourth question, a leader is an inspiration. They must inspire others to work and to complete tasks to reach objectiveness. A leader must be influencer who is constantly influencing others in a positive way. That's why a role model was Abdul Kalam sir, and he lived as a motivator, leader, and made positive attitude. And with this, I conclude myself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Daisy. It's really, you have done something, but still you can focus well and you can improve it well because this is a learning journey. So you will get it your points to be more clear and precise. So it's all self-reflections actually. It's a kind of way the questions you are working on certain kind of way to express your thought process or your preparations. And better you can learn and you can speak on your own without reading the paper or something. So Niyasali also, because you don't have the confidence, well, the points you remember and you can start to speak on your own. You can speak if you practice like that. So leadership also a kind of way how to go it, how to make their speech for the people to listen to it. So it's not just reading like a newspaper reader or something, a TV news channel person reading. So we have our friend Mr. Mahendran Perisami. Welcome, welcome on board. So Shabna, yeah,
Yeah,
we
next
can
is,
go.
yeah, so next is Sana Hashmi. Miss Sana Hashmi. Sana Hashmi, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And good evening, sir. And today, as I have understood that topic, that what is the value-based leadership is. So first of all, we should know that leadership is a responsibility and not a duty. And all the successful leaders plays a vital role to the growth, the upliftment of any organization or any society or in a family member. That person holds the responsibility for the growth, for the upliftment of the whole environment. So being a value based leader, the possibility to reach the high level performance increases. So the characteristics, as we will talk about the characteristics, that the first of all, as sir said, the self realization or reflection, that whatever the decision you have made previously or in the journey of leadership, you know the consequences and you are aware about the further steps. So you have to admit that first of all, that you have made a mistake or you should do something else to improve the increment or growth of that organization or institution. So first point is self reflection. The second is in fact authenticity. So how true you are, how original, how real you are. It is very important that to be real always to your co-workers or to your environment, to your institution or organization that you are working for. So actually I have also written some points. So we can say in authenticity is important, because if we lose the authenticity, we lose the beliefs, the trust, and the trust and beliefs for of others. And third thing is balance. It means when to follow, when to lead, or when to just react and respond. The balance should be there. What decision is really valuable to make, or where one should have to stop, or one should have to just listen and nothing to follow. So these things we can say in balance. And for humility, the person who is leader shows that he also belongs to them. He is a part of that society, means he is also a service provider. He is not a boss, he is a leader, he is a service provider. He works and he works for he works to achieve the higher level, and he wants that same act from others to achieve the higher level. This should be in humility. And the question is why we should follow value based leadership, because as we all know, that everywhere is competition. If you are lacking somewhere, then some other will defeat you or will left you behind. So at some point people stops believing you. The trust that builds the relationship, whether in a family or an organization, will disappear. Plus I can say the contemporary stops following you. And even they get chance to defeat you at some level. And sir, as I should talk about the role model, so I personally admire A.R. Rahman from the bottom of my heart. I personally love him, love his music, love his song, everything that he performs. I love everything. And as my husband works for PR industry, so I got a chance to hear A.R. Rahman from the front row in New Delhi also. New Delhi only. I was sitting in front row, and I got a chance to hear him in front uh, in front of him. So I I I I cannot explain his achievements. He has lots of achievements. Plus, he is a true leader. I personally feel that he is a true leader because one of his musician name, I have to look his name. Sir
K7.
Shivamani. Sir Shivamani.
Drummer.
No, sir, drummer. He is. Huh. He is a percussionist. So since his oldest concert, that person is still working with him. So this is the true leadership, and this is the true value-based leadership is. Thank you, sir. In this way, I conclude my speech. Thank you, sir.
He is a professional leader for music and all.
Yes, sir. Professional leader.
It's great to hear from you. Really wonderful that you have done certain kind of analysis and reflect your feelings as well as your thought process. Thank you so much for coming forward to share with us. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving me chance. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Yeah, Shabna, we will go for the next.
Yeah, next with Tulsi Raman. Tulsi Raman, please unmute your mic. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we can.
Yes, sir. Vanakkam, sir.
Yeah, vanakkam.
All. Now, I'm going to share my point of view in my. Please forgive me.
You can hold your mic near to your mouth because it's fell down means very low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please
not
forgive.
Not too near. Just.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go
ahead. Please forgive me if I made any mistakes in my English because I'm going to speak in my own English. Each leadership style of their leader influenced by their own personality and the challenges that they are faced with. There are some qualities that all the good leaders can share. For example, accountability, awareness, confidence, decisiveness, empathy, focus, and inspiration, and optimism, boldness, all those things. See, there are several important things for going to be a leader. For one person to be a leader means there should be main important things should be there. That is, he should initiate the action and offer guidance and should inspire the team members and instill a confident level and build a moral and being role models like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and like Dr. Ram sir, being role models to others and consolidation and sporting talents and public image and improved working environment. So all these things are very important to the person to be a leader. That was I think, and that was my point of view. If even if one person is not currently in a leadership position, but he have to improve something in him. There are number of ways and number of solutions out there to improve his leadership qualities. See, developing the disciplinary level and take on more responsibilities. See, being more responsible means we are becoming a leader. If we are being more responsible for anything, means we are becoming a leader. That is the truth. Learn to listen to everything, listen to everyone, listen to all. That means you have the capability, to becoming a leader. Building awareness, build the awareness among the peoples who are not aware of something, and social awareness, whatever it is. If you are making the awareness to the people, means you are a leader. Yes, you are a leader. Inspiring others means definitely you are a leader. If you inspire others by your words, by your action, whatever it is, and keep learning, because learning will teach you a lot. Learning definitely will teach us a lot, and empower others and resolve the conflicts. Keep a journal about your career, because I already told that being your role models as like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Dr. Ram sir and Selvi J. Jayalalitha ma'am, and like that many persons have a journal about their career. So if you wish to become a great leader, means you have to keep a journal about your career, and you have to find your passion, and that's what I need to convey in my point of view. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks to all for your listening. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Tulasi Raman. You have done something to reveal and reflect by the way you make yourself to transform in your mindset. Really amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Madam
Thank
Shabana,
you so
we can.
much. Yeah, next is Fatima. Miss Fatima. Miss Fatima, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Miss Rizwana. Fatima, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes, good evening, everyone. So as everyone knows, today's topic was given like a value-based leadership.
If
And
possible, you can start the video, because when
okay,
YouTube,
sir. Yes.
there is nothing will be there, only dark. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So it is like a value-based leadership. Leadership is like a responsibility. I'm totally agree with the Sana ma'am statement. Leadership, it's like a responsibility. So we should have some base for that. Like base in the sense like we have some like a self-discipline and like self-control, balance, and like a passion. Like we have to decide for ourselves according our nature, according our responsibility. We have to decide some values, and we have to work on that. Values is like work for you as like a pillar of your building. Like without base, your leadership building will not be stable. So like it will work as a pillar. So it is like a it is very important to you have to decide values according your work profile. And the second is why value based leadership important. And the like same answer, it is like it is important according to your need and according to your leadership nature. And this is why do we practice for the value based leadership. We have to practice lead value based. Just wait. How do you practice value-based leadership? Yes, sir. I want to ask this question from you. Okay, like how we can select values for our leadership. Like it's very difficult. What values? As a homework, ma'am has given us like 24 different heavy words. So it is like I was very confused. I have seen that each and every word is very. I feel like it's this also I have to keep in my leadership. This should be there. Like each and every word is very important. So how we have to decide our base for the leadership, that I want to discuss with you this. How we can decide, like everything what we are thinking, it's not correct. And leadership, it's like a challenge, it's a responsibility. So we cannot decide like it is this, whatever we are selecting, it is good for us. So like suppose I'm a teacher. So if I'm a teacher and I want to be a leader, so I need some values that should be useful for my student, that useful for my passion, that useful for my, you can say, profession. Like that it is. Hello, I'm audible?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir,
Finish or still on?
yes, I'll say
Role,
that last
role
question,
model.
define value-based, this last is honest, leadership, role model.
Role model, yeah.
Yeah, role model. So as I think everyone LLB group knows, the first role model is the Father Walter, and another one is Dr. Halima ma'am. So I have personally I have seen both of them, like how they are active, honest, and they dedicated, creative, and innovative. And these value these value I have seen in them, and I have also choose like randomly I have choose these values for my leadership. But I want to discuss like this will be work for me or not. But as a I've seen my role model, they are practicing in these values. So I also selected these 5 values, like honesty, vision, dedication, creativity, and innovation. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Riswana. Really wonderful. As many people, they are doing research work like that. So I don't know, but it is always happy to know about that you are not giving very short answer, but it is very elaborated. That reflecting that you have done something, homework, and prepare yourself. So really amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, Madam Shabana, we can go for that.
The next is Rehan, Mr. Rehan Ansari. Mr. Rehan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So
you are
I'm
audible. If you can open the video.
I think Rehan is in train, I think so.
Okay. Okay.
I'm traveling. So excuse me for not opening the camera.
Yes, yes, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have done the task. And the first question, what are the different characteristics of value-based leadership? I can say that value-based leadership gives us emotional intelligence. It provides self-confidence and decision making. Second question is why value-based leadership is important. It's important because the basic needs in anyone's life, either is personal or professional. I'll go to third question. How do you practice your value-based leadership? First of all, I do need analysis. I check interest and then I give my request. It should be win-win time. And fourth question is define value-based leadership with your role model of a leader. Currently, I am in touch with the mentor whose name is Mr. Asif, who always helps irrespective of monetary benefits whenever anyone needs his help, either his relative or unknown person. Whenever someone asks for help, he's always ready to help. everyone takes his name whenever they need anything from him. He's always available, both in WhatsApp message as well as on phone call. So this was all about today's task, and I hope I have not taken much time. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Even your condition is not favoring, but you are having the mindset to join and reflect. Really wonderful. It is a kind of leadership role. Whatever the condition or situation, you have to participate. You have to involve with the flow. That is also not to get avoid like that, but also take the responsibility to come and join. Thank you, Rekha. Thank you.
Yeah, next is Miss Shakila Khatun. Miss Shakila Khatun, please unmute yourself. So I think we have done with all. So, your reflection, sir.
Yourself, you want to share anything?
Yeah. For me, the most, I can say the characteristic of leaders are, first is confidence is very much important. Without confidence, a leader cannot be a leader.
You can open the video.
Yeah. The characteristic of a great leader, I can say value-based leader, first one is confidence. That's very, very important for any leader. The next come honesty, respect, humble, cooperation, collaboration, responsibility, and we can say what else? And critical thinking. Nowadays, critical thinking is very, very important for the leader. These are the characters of leader. And the next question was, why is value-based leadership important? So to run any organization, any company, any MNC, whatever it is, value-based leadership is very, very important, because nowadays everybody is educated and nobody gets scared if you are going to scare them, or any fear they don't have. Because once you respect somebody, definitely they are going to give a good results. If you just ask them like authoritative type, you are going to scold them, you are going to not give any value to them, they are going to change the company or the school or anything. Nowadays, we can see the schools are suffering because somewhere the leadership quality is not that good, and the principals or the school leaders, they are not giving value to the teachers, and teachers keep on changing the school. This is one thing I can say where the students are getting a great loss, because once a value-based leadership develops in certain school, you can see the schools are running for 100 years. And some school, they're suffering, they're struggling stage, because they don't have a leader who have a particular value-based. This is very, very important for any organization to have a value-based leadership. Because if we take example of 50 years back or 60 years back, people, they used to get, they used to stay for a longer period of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, because they said we cannot change it. But nowadays, mindset has changed. If you're not going to give a value to a class 4 employee also, even class 4 employee is going to change your school, he or she is not going to stay for longer period. So these things are very, very important for a leader. If you want to run a particular organization, you should give value to each and everyone, right from peon to your higher authority. These things are very important. The next question was, how do you practice value-based leadership? See, these things are, I can say, if we wish to give value to each and everyone, we can practice. But suddenly what happens, because of pressure, because of a short temper, because of so many challenges we have, we don't give importance to all the values. But being a leader, as I can understand, I have joined the course LLB. So in LLB, we are able to understand why the value-based leadership is very important. So if you try to join some organization, join some great leaders, or under guided practice, definitely you can practice value-based leadership, because sometimes we are so frustrated and we have so many challenges daily. We say, let us not give value to anybody. But once we see a great leaders, their experiences, when we work under them, when we have got total guided practice, definitely we can practice a value-based leadership. And my role model, I can say, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, the one who was the first education minister of India. And because he was concerned about education for each and every child, the way he, since his childhood, started how to give proper speaking skills, how to learn, how to give speeches, how to give importance to mother tongue. That was very important. And according to him, the children are the future of India or nation. So it is our duty to give each and every child proper education. So his lifestyle, the way he growth, the way he work for India, for getting independence. So I really like his leadership styles. He is my role model. So thank you so much.
Really wonderful. Thank you so much, Madam Shabana. You've done a great job. Really, what I wanted to tell, value-based leadership is the kind of endorsement, the skills for you and the characters, what you wanted to know as a leader. So we have a lot of examples, lot of theories, a lot of quotes, a lot of studying plan or working plan. There are people who are emerging as a leader, means it is the thriving force, and it is the grooming skills, and it is the performance values. So without that, they cannot able to get the transformation or make the reflection to transform. I would like to thank, is there any other person wanted to share? Fatima, is there? She has done or not? Because it is very much time taking for you, but really appreciating each and everyone, whatever the way you reflect here, because it is making yourself to think first. These 4 questions, out of all these, one is, first thing is the characteristics, second thing is importance, third thing is how do you practice your daily practice, your adaptive practice, practicing kind of tendency. Fourth one is the model. So the model, what you choose, it is making yourself to think and behave like him. Either many people, they mention Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So they will start to follow him. They will get some kind of inheritance from him. That's the way they can able to become a leader, because it is the characteristic to build a. The same way, the importance, because once the person in the ordinary level, they are moving towards with the responsibility or the responsible position, then automatically they can able to take the role and response for governing that particular issue, managing that particular issue, or so finding the solution for the problem to solve it. So that is the way they can able to prepare themselves to get to the particular character or particular performance for day-to-day activities. What I wanted to tell you, you can choose anyone as a role model or many people as role models, because everyone is having some uniqueness. Mahatma Gandhi is having certain kind of thing. Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda is having some. Just now, Madam Shabana mentioned Maulana Abdul Kalam also. So you can choose anyone, but you have to go and deeply understand how do they able to take the journey to become a leader. How do they able to prepare themselves for that kind of challenge to overcome? Like that, you can start to read the stories, the journey of the people, the condition of the challenge, what they face really. There are many people, they are having this kind of tendency to go through and become a leader in the society or in the global rank. Every country has their own soil-born people who can fight for the people freedom, as well as the conditions to improve the strategy to live and lead better kind of things. So the leader is a role model for reflecting and inspiring others. So that is the way you can also make yourself, not too many people, even for your surrounding people, in the working place or in the living place or the social commitment side. So wherever you are, you just make yourself a little bit ahead. So automatically it will make the leap for you. That is the way I just wanted to tell. I'm just doing my duty. I'm engaging myself. I'm focusing myself and performing myself. But I don't want to categorize myself whether I am a leader or not, but I am doing the great thing for satisfying first myself. Because I have to answer for it, whether I am doing correctly or I am doing wrongly, or I have to improve myself. So learning agility, as last time I mentioned, every day we are learning. This is a kind of social learning. Everyone is here a tutor, everyone is here a mentee, everyone is a learner like that. So we can read and reflect our feelings that will also imprint in our mind and is making you to transform into that kind of characters. Then only you can able to behave a person or personality to be a leader kind of role. So I wish to thank for each and everyone patiently listening to everybody's sharing. I wish to thank Dr. Halima also taking much more efforts to make you to learn for this one of coaching. But just now I mentioned it is half of the way we finished, really another off period we have. But definitely it will be true learning for you, and it will imprint in your life, lifelong learning pattern kind of things. Definitely, it is going to make a real change and face the challenge for you. So every day you are facing the challenge to cooperate for this kind of coordination. Thanks each and everyone, whether you are making yourself to commit for certain kind of roles in the group. It is the way you have to make your leadership to practice. So whenever possible, wherever possible, you can able to take the chance. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
sir.
listening. Is there any other doubt or any other clarifications? We can discuss in WhatsApp also. Or you can reach me to my WhatsApp number, no problem. Whenever you need any guidance or any support, you can approach Dr. Halima also with me, and we can able to support you, no problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Dear friends, thank you very much, everyone. And it was really a very fruitful session. And I heard each and every word spoken by you all. And Dr. Ram has concluded very effectively and nicely. And be ready for tomorrow's another exciting challenge and exciting session. See you all tomorrow in the morning. And I request all of you to be active, because already half months passed. Now only a half month is left. And then afterwards, you all will realize that why we have not taken the best use of, why we have not made the best use of this program. So please be active even in the affirmations and try your level best to do this.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ram sir. Thank you to all.
Thank you.
Malik, thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Sana. Thank you, Tulsi Raman. Thank you, Rizwana. Thank you, Niaz Ali. Thank you, Dhanalakshmi. And thank you, a special thanks to Dr. Ram. Take care.
You are welcome, and thanks.